Talk about Caitlin Clark because it seems like, wow, the NBA, the actual National Basketball Association, and their commissioner, for whatever reason, they seem to appreciate and understand the Caitlin Clark phenomenon better than the WNBA.
Commissioner Cathy Engelbert is in a panic after the WNBA made a shocking announcement. Word on the street is that Adam Silver, who is observing from the sidelines, is not pleased with the way she is managing the situation involving Caitlin Clark. The league is looking into allegations of phantom racism while disregarding real threats against athletes. Engelbert might lose her job as a result of this fiasco, which she may rightfully deserve.
Thoughts? What can you ask Adam Silver what his thoughts are on the WNBA commissioner downplaying and not celebrating Clark's impact to the league?
The kicker is this: everything was a total fabrication. The audio from flight was the source of the purported monkey sounds. Thortoy Reacts is a well-known YouTuber whose chuckle seems to sound a lot like Simeon if you're urgently trying to incite anger. However, the WNBA made this pearl-clutching statement instead of waiting for data or conducting an investigation before drawing conclusions. The WNBA vehemently opposes all types of bigotry, hate, and discrimination. We are aware of the accusations and are investigating the situation. They have no place in our league or in our society. Examining the significance of a confirmed fake here, Cathy Engelbert's leadership, or lack thereof, becomes abundantly evident. She is allowing league investigations to be dictated by Twitter mobs. She is giving unfounded claims the same weight as incidents that have been confirmed. Additionally, according to reports, Adam Silver is observing this train disaster and pondering whether new leadership is necessary.
All right, so can't believe I'm making this video. I was at Caitlin Clark's opener, triple-double, won a shit ton of money. All great day. Today, I see online, starting last night, just salty trolls, and I don't even know, actually, that they're Chicago Sky fans. I think they're just trolls. They're just people who hate Caitlin Clark. They're trolls, and they're like, of course, the Indiana Fever are making, like, monkey sounds and other racist sounds at Angel Reese.
Consider the optics in this situation. The WNBA is looking into allegations of false racism made against Indiana Fever supporters. The same supporters who have turned this league from a financial wasteland into one that is on the verge of being relevant. These are the ones who purchase league pass subscriptions, tickets, and jerseys. Engelbert responds by treating them like suspects in a hate crime investigation, even though they are physically keeping the lights on. The individual who initiated this entire situation now, their account is locked. It's convenient that there is no evidence that they attended the game. Despite being in an arena with numerous recording devices, there was no video evidence. A single tweet went viral because, on social media, indignation spreads more quickly than the facts. This is where things start to get truly intriguing and risky for Engelbert's employment. The league ignores real dangers against players while scrambling to look into fictitious monkey noises. I came onto a post on Sophie Cunningham that included actual bullseye targets. Caitlin Clark along with Lexi Holplayer's gun targets. Where is the inquiry and the statement on that? Adam Silver may decide to step in as a result of this selective anger. The NBA commissioner has established a solid reputation for taking methodical action and safeguarding the league's expansion. He is witnessing Engelbert perhaps ruin the WNBA's greatest triumph via Twitter turmoil. Let's take a moment to discuss numbers. The Fever's game yesterday versus whoever garnered about 2 million viewers. Does it even matter now? In the absence of Caitlin Clark and her following, that figure may fall to 400,000. The new viewers that Clark attracted make up about 70% of the audience that currently watches. Additionally, Engelbert plans to look into them for crimes they did not commit. When LeBron James joined the conversation, the situation became even more ridiculous. He wrote a brief note of congratulations for Caitlin Clark's Triple Crown. Triple Dub CC. An excellent approach to start the season is for a professional athlete to acknowledge the accomplishment of another professional athlete. Incorrect like locusts, the Angel Reese fan base surrounded LeBron. Let's just say that the reactions were colorful, accusing him of catering to white people, urging him to stop talking, and labeling him weak. It's LeBron James. We are discussing the same individual who, over the past 10 years, has been arguably the most politically vocal athlete in America and whose advocacy has alienated half of the NBA fan base. He's currently being dragged for praising Caitlin Clark's basketball prowess. A particularly perceptive person inquired as to whether he missed those doty parties and recommended that he celebrate a number of black athletes rather than this YouTube girl. The irony is sufficiently thick to sever with a knife. LeBron endured years of being criticized for being overly social justice-minded, political, and awake. After he tweets about a basketball game, it seems like he's not black enough. Make sense of it. Cathy Engelbert has either created or permitted this environment. Create a league where real dangers are disregarded but phantom racism is the subject of formal investigations. When praising a player's performance turns into a betrayal based on race, when the commissioner puts social media mobs ahead of the league's actual supporters.
The game? If there was somebody being racist or saying shit, obviously boot him, never let him back. I would be stunned beyond belief if that was the case. This crowd, I've sat on the wood for a million games, been in a million environments. The crowd at the Fever game, little girls, families, ladies, nice crowd. Was it loud? Were we mad when Angel Reese attacked Caitlin Clark for no reason? Yeah. Did we boo her? Yeah. Is it sports? Yeah. But for the WNBA to issue a statement based on trolls, like my life is the internet, I know trolls. I've seen people lie about me, say shit about me. No.
You have to wonder what Adam Silver is thinking as he watches all of this. The NBA experienced political issues of its own, but Silver handled them without offending whole fan bases. He realized that in order to expand, one must welcome new followers rather than research them based on online rumors. The WNBA is at a turning point. They may either keep going in this direction of selective outrage and mob justice, or they can concentrate on what really matters, expanding the game, without proof. The Indiana Fever organization and their supporters are being maligned. As retaliation for these made-up occurrences, there is discussion about moving the All-Star game from Indianapolis. Consider that situation. The league penalizes a city and its supporters for an incident that never occurred because of a tweet from someone who may not have even attended the game. How did the commissioner's office conversation go? Hey Adam, we're moving the All-Star game because someone on Twitter claimed to have heard a YouTuber's laugh track. That choice will ruin your career. You will receive a pink slip and a cardboard box for your desk supplies if you make that kind of shift. And the thing that aggravates this even more is that Engelbert appears intent on making it. There was momentum in the WNBA. Real, authentic momentum, even though Caitlin Clark was just in her second year. Her presence attracted unheard of attention. New media partnerships, new sponsors, and new fans after decades of losses, the league was finally moving towards sustainability, but Engelbert is allowing that progress to elude him rather than safeguarding it. The league tells the new fans they're not welcome each time it confirms these unfounded allegations. Any inquiry into fictitious slights is insulting to those who merely wish to enjoy basketball. The referees' rulings that caused part of this turmoil are now less important than the bigger problem. The true scandal lies in Engelbert's incapacity to differentiate between genuine issues and manufactured outrage. Every sport has bad calls, leading to inquiries based on false information from Twitter. That's a poor decision. And let's be honest about what's actually going on. This has nothing to do with shielding gamers from bigotry. The issue here is that some fan bases are attempting to restrict who is permitted to support the WNBA, despite the fact that everyone acknowledges that real racism has no place in either sports or society. They've determined that Caitlin Clark's supporters are the enemy, and they're utilizing every tool at their disposal to expel them. The sounds of the monkeys' hoaxes are simply the most recent attack. Prior to this, there were accusations for each hard foul, dubious call, and instance in which their favored player's play didn't go as planned. There is a definite pattern of creating indignation, demanding action, and hoping the league gives in. The league continues to cave under Engelbert's direction, looking into fictitious offenses while neglecting the actual dangers. They serve the noisy minority while alienating the growing demographic. They prioritize Twitter approval over financial sustainability. For this reason, Adam Silver may intervene. Silver has a stake in the WNBA's success because it is officially a part of the NBA. It must be heartbreaking to watch Engelbert squander the league's greatest chance for development in decades. Her preference for social media mobs over long-term fan-based growth is unacceptable. The issue then becomes how much harm occurs before someone steps in, how many new fans are turned off by unfounded allegations, and which hunts approved by the league. Above Silver says enough. How many times does Engelbert put the mob above the money before realizing that this is undoubtedly about money? The WNBA has been supported by the NBA for decades, and just when it appeared that they may become independent, Engelbert's leadership threatened to make them obsolete again. There was other entertainment available to those 2 million spectators yesterday. Well, those 70% new admirers aren't being kept around by generational loyalty. Each and every news release looking into fake racism, each claim substantiating false allegations instead of improving the game, every second wasted chasing Twitter ghosts adds up to 1,000 self-inflicted wounds. Since the recent issue isn't primarily about incorrect calls or missed fouls, the referee's judgments that allegedly began it are nearly lost in the shuffle. It concerns a league at war with itself, a commissioner who is incapable of or unwilling to take the lead, and a fantastic opportunity to do so, since she is currently racing toward the second option. Cathy Engelbert needs to choose whether she wants to be known as the commissioner who ultimately turned the WNBA profitable or as the one who destroyed its best opportunity at significance. Adam Silver as well, he must be searching his schedule for a time to have that challenging discussion, the one that begins with Cathy and concludes with, "We think it's time for new leadership." We need to discuss the league's direction, because that conversation isn't only likely to happen if Engelbert continues looking into phantom racism while ignoring real threats, if she continues to prioritize mob justice above fan growth, and if she continues to treat the league's saviors like its adversaries. It is unavoidable. Better is due to the WNBA. Better is due to the players. All of the supporters are entitled to better. Additionally, it might be time for someone who can if Engelbert is unable to deliver that. As Rome burns, Cathy Engelbert's tenure as WNBA commissioner is coming to an end. She is researching fairy tales. Furthermore, Adam Silver's patience is limited. The league is at a pivotal moment. Accept change or accept irrelevance. Engelbert is currently making the wrong decision. If you believe the WNBA needs new leadership, hit the like button. You can also subscribe for more unvarnished sports news. Goodbye.